The following broadcast is a presentation of the ND Sports Channel.
Kaylee Jackson, three-pointer up, and no, that one won't go in. Tana Lick pulls down the deep offensive board. She'll put up a three. That one's in, and we're tied. And that one's hit high in the left center, going back, and it is gone! It's a grand slam for Belle Lennard! O'Pine can get a good pitch. She's 0 for 2, fly out on the ground down. That's a good pitch going into deep left field, and O'Pine, it's gone over the scoreboard and everything, and it's a two-run shot. It's 6-5. Hanson dropping back, he's going deep. Far sideline, he's got his man, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Fargo South Bruins. That is a 51-yard touchdown pass. It'll be Ethan Olson taking the kick. And he'll put it right on goal and right into the goal! Ethan Olson on a free kick. Kobe Johnson serve up and over. Fix sets it up. Bailey Nelson puts it down for point 22. At 0-0 between North-South and the Jets. And it's taken away there by Carson Abrahamson. She has a breakaway. One-on-one hard. She scores! And it's 1-0 Minot Majets off the goal by Carson Abrahamson. The junior forward on the breakaway sends it over the left shoulder. Henningsgaard, as he tries to cut through the lane. Outlet pass into the corner there for Heinitz. Back over to Henningsgaard, wide open for three. Got it and one! Wow! All right, so thanks for joining us here on the ND Sports Channel. We're a little nervous there as we had some the same issues we had at the beginning of the junior varsity game we had at the varsity game. So let's go ahead and get into our pregame show. Commercial free as a result, starting with these two teams side by side. Oak Grove 6-4 compared to Kindred at 8-2. Vikings 7-0 against Region 1 opponents. The Grovers 2-1 against Region 1. 3-2 when playing on the road for the Grovers, 4-1 when playing at home for the Kindred Vikings, and neutral court, 0-0 for the Vikings, 1-1 for the Grovers. Grovers have lost one in a row coming into this one, and the Vikings have won 2 in a row coming into this one. Vikings have scored 606, or an average of 60 per game on the season. They've allowed 378, or an average of 37 on the season, while the Oak Grove Grovers have scored 522 on the season and have allowed 474, which averages to a 52-47 advantage for the Grovers. And here's their starting lineups, starting with the Oak Grove Grovers. We'll try and sneak in around the people in here. Apologize, we didn't have the PA hooked up as high as we wanted to. Now for the Kindred Vikings, it's again, we'll try and get around the individuals here.
And now the starting lineup for your home team, Kindred Vikings. Starting at guard, the 5'5" junior, number 5, Jordan Berner. At the other guard, the 5'8" freshman, number 12, Christina Pryor. At the other guard, the 6-foot freshman, number 5, Abby Dukcher. At a forward, the 5'9" senior, number 15, Michaela Heinrich. And center on the Vikings, a 6-foot freshman, number 22, Karen Johnson. Vikings are coached by Sam Grant, assisted by Ashley Barnhart and Brooke Rose. Dollars per scholar, but for basket sponsors.
All right, here's what these two teams have done so far this year as we go to readjust our camera here. Once again, these players, or these fans, I'm assuming, will stand until Kindred scores the first bucket. And then after that, we'll have a clear camera view of the court. For the remainder of the game, I would presume, anyway. So, bear with us there as we go through that, and we'll be underway here momentarily. All right, 7:53 to go here in the first quarter of play.
For the Vikings, Jordan Berner first.
Jordan Berner picks up the foul. Now Oak Grove will have the ball. Isabel Anderson gets into the near corner here to Bielum. Bielum looks up top. Now they'll look back. Baseline jumper up. A little too strong on that one. A defensive board is pulled down there by the Kindred Vikings. Loose ball in the corner. Another turnover picked up here by Oak Grove. Kellen Johnson will get credit for the steal there, and Oak Grove will come back the other way. Once again, once Kindred scores that first basket, we'll have a clearer view of the basketball court. Abby Dukcher with the basketball now. They'll work the ball far corner there to Jordan Berner. Berner, one dribble, picks up her dribble, now looks cross court. Heinrich near side, looks inside, that is Berner. Berner, did she get fouled? She did. Caitlin Bielum, I believe, will be the guilty party on that one there. No, check that. Karen Johnson gets called for the foul. So no fouls on Oak Grove yet. 6:51 to go. On the baseline, here's Bielum. And that ball was stripped away. Couldn't quite see what happened, but it ended up in the hands of Abby Dukcher. Dukcher will get it to Heinrich. Heinrich back to Dukcher. Now Dukcher across the timeline. 6:37 to go here. Still scoreless, and Heinrich will have the ball. Working into the far corner there. That's Jordan Berner. Berner runs into a double team, feeds into the corner. I believe that's the other Berner, or no, Taryn Johnson, excuse me. That shot won't go in. Johnson grabbed the rebound and out of bounds, go back to Oak Grove. It remains scoreless here in the first quarter of play. 6:19 to go. Isabel Anderson runs into that double team over on the far sideline there by the scorer's table, and Oak Grove will take a timeout. So I'll start the clock with 6:11 to go here in the first quarter of play, and we'll take a timeout with them back in 30.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. Still 0-0 here between the Vikings and the Grovers. First quarter of play. 6:04 and counting to go. And the Grovers trying to get the first basket, but won't on that. And the Kindred Vikings will come away with the basketball. Dukeshire now, 1-on-3, cuts through the defenders, and the Vikings are on the board. Abby Dukeshire scores the first bucket of the game at the 5:42 mark of the first quarter of play. 2-0 here, and apparently our hotkeys for our scoreboard are not on, so let's manually adjust that. And now let's turn that option on. There we go. Near wing here, that's Kellen Johnson. Johnson picks up her dribble, looking for a teammate, punches out corner, catch and shoot. That one won't go out of the hands there of J.C. Gunderson. Underneath the rebound from Johnson. Johnson kind of bowling ball rolls it out to the free throw line, pass down to the baseline, missed shot. Rebound, another shot, in and out, won't go. That one nearly put points on the board for Oak Grove. Back the other way, here comes the Kindred Vikings. Quick pass off the glass up and in. Heinrich with the bucket. And it's 4-0 in favor of the Kindred Vikings. Three-quarter court press here by the Vikings as the Grovers try to bring it up over the timeline, and that'll get tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the make an adjustment to our camera here. .434 to go here, first quarter of play. Abby Dukeshire with 2, Michaela Heinrich with 2, and that's the only scoring so far. There's another turnover there by Oak Grove, and Kindred will come back the other way. That's Christina Fryer who puts it up. 6-0 lead, another half-court trap there. They've been doing that for at least 3 seasons. I can remember Abby Dukeshire in on that play in the state championship game 2 years ago when she was a 7th grader. And that has been successful for the last couple of years as they've made it to the state tournament last year. Nice move inside there. Little baby hook shot won't go up and in out of the hands of Kellen Johnson. Rebound comes down to the Kindred Vikings. Abby Dukeshire with the basketball. Now Heinrich over to Berner, far side. Berner goes left and goes right, goes to the basket. Whistle blows. Basket would not have counted had it gone in. We'll have a foul on Oak Grove. Nope. Every time I think it's on Oak Grove. Okay, it is on Oak Grove this time. Yeah. Caitlin Biello will get the foul there. 6-0 lead for the Kindred Vikings. Inbounds pass comes in there to Taryn Johnson. Johnson makes a move towards the hoop, but whistle will blow and the ball goes back to Oak Grove. So once again, a 6-0 lead. Sorry, it said 5 there for a while. 6-0 lead. Once again, trouble in the backcourt here. They have about 4 seconds, and no! It was a 10-second violation. It was just barely. When I looked at the shot clock, I was off by 5 seconds mentally, thinking we had a 30-second shot clock instead of 35, and so that was indeed a 10-second violation as the shot clock hit 24. Picked up by, that is Casey Berner, a 5'6", 8th grader wearing number 10 there for the Kindred Vikings, checking into the lineup, and she'll get the basketball. In between the circles, pops it out near wing, that's Alexi Foss, and Foss's shot won't go. Jump ball's called, possession arrow favors the Oak Grove Grovers. Grovers still looking to get on the board here. In the junior varsity game, it was the Kindred Vikings defeating the Oak Grove Grovers by the score of 57-13. 3:05 to go here in this varsity matchup of the first quarter of play. They'll work it out near corner. Long 2 is up, bounces off the back of the rim and comes down into the hands of Casey Berner on the defensive board. Burner to Burner, now near side, that's Abby Dukeshire. I checked that. That previous Burner was actually Lexi Foss. Underneath, Karen Johnson gets her first bucket of the game, and it's 8-0 in favor of the Kindred Vikings. As the Vikings put a little bit of pressure in the backcourt there, trying that half-court trap. Oak Grove gets around it this time around. Shot is up, offensive rebound, too strong off the glass on the follow-up shot there. 2:25 to go here. Remains an 8-0 lead for the Kindred Vikings. Here comes Abby Dukeshire. And that puts the Vikings 10-0 lead.
For three, Lexi Fox, her first, Steve Ford. Captain of the game is number 4, Jordan Burner.
Catch and shoot three. They're on the board. Kellen Johnson with the triple. And now Oak Grove is on the board, trailing by 7, and a near turnover there, but Dukeshire able to maintain possession of the basketball, then it gets tipped as it goes out of bounds, and it'll remain with the Kindred Vikings.
Anderson, the elephant after the game.
She probably has a stopping point.
Minute 47 to go here in the first quarter. Inbounds pass comes in between the circles into the hands there of Lexi Foss. Foss will get it into the hands of Burner, far side. Burner looks into the high post, paint jumper shot up, and in from Abby Dukeshire, who has 6 now. 12-3 in favor of the Kindred Vikings. And thankfully nobody was sitting there as my pin just broke and the hook on it just went flying out into the stands. I wasn't even touching it. At least I don't think I was touching it. You may have saw that. I don't know if it came through the camera or not. Let's see here. 12-3 was the score when that happened. I have mental note there so I can watch that when I go to watch the replay of this game. And you can watch the replay of this game too. It'll be on our website within 24 hours of the conclusion of our broadcast. We say that to be on the safe side, but usually it's within a couple of hours after the conclusion of our broadcast. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter of play. Kindred Vikings lead 12-3. Oak Grove has the basketball going from right to left, and there's a steal. Steal get credited for Karen Johnson. Another turnover for the Oak Grove Grovers. Work the ball into the hands of Casey Burner. Burner dribbles up top and gives it to Jordan Burner. Burner cross court pass, Dukeshire near wing. Fakes, goes in, high percentage shot is in and out. The ball gets kicked out of bounds. I believe his last touch there by Jordan Burner. And we'll go back to the Oak Grove Grovers. 29.8 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. They'll quickly feed it over near side. That's Miller up top now to Johnson. Johnson looks down low. The pass was intended for Bielem, but it got tipped out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Kindred Vikings. That stops the clock with 17 seconds to go. Oak Grove put some pressure in the backcourt now. No problem this time around for the Vikings. And maybe got away with a travel there. I guess we'll say that she did get away with it, or it never happened, one of the two. Baseline jumper up. That one won't go, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your score, Kindred 12, Oak Grove 3 at the end of 1. We'll be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel. Quality Home Restorations is Fargo-Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. All right, welcome back here. Second quarter of play on the ND Sports Channel. And we'll get that changed here ASAP.
Fryer scores one Dukcher, field goal line. Fouls on Kellen Johnson, her first.
Kellen Johnson picks up her first. That's the second team foul. And Christina Fryer made the bucket and the free throw.
Fryer completes the three-point play.
Fryer has 5 points, right behind Abby Dukcher with 6. It's 15-3, excuse me, here in favor of the Kindred Vikings. Oh, excuse me. A little too much soda in the throat area there. 7:25 to go here, second quarter of play. 15-3 as the Vikings will get the ball back here. Taking a look at the statewide scoreboard. Let's see here. That's a swimming score. That's not what I was doing. I thought that was a basketball score. We'll get to that statewide scoreboard ASAP. 3 is up, a little too strong off the back iron. That one won't fall. 7:09 and counting to go as they'll quickly get it up into the hands of Isabel Anderson, who gets called for the travel. Another turnover here for the Oak Grove Rovers. Dukcher scoring 6 of the Vikings' 12 points in the first quarter of play, and Christina Fryer has all 3 of the Vikings' points here in the second quarter of play. We'll monitor that crowd mic so we don't pick up too much conversation in the background there, but keep the sounds of the game in as much as possible. 15-3, 6:56 to go here, second quarter of play. Mike Mason with you here, play-by-play. Janice on camera doing a fantastic job as always. Much better job than I did on the JV game on camera when our camera person wasn't here. And it's one less thing that I have to do. I'm always cool with that. Pass inside there was intercepted. Credit Michaela Heinrich with the steal. And a nice move inside there by Taryn Johnson. Taryn Johnson gets another bucket, 17-3 in favor of the Kindred Vikings. Pressure in the backcourt once again by Kindred, who has not lost her Region 1 opponent this year. So triggering the inbounds pass will be J.C. Gunderson. Caitlin Bielum into the lineup there. Actually, she's a starter, starting for the Amanda Roller, who unfortunately got injured in a game against Dickinson Trinity. And as a result, it's not likely that she'll be back this year, which is a bummer, of course, but briefly talked to head coach Mike Forsberg during the junior varsity game, and doctors say it's a 6 to 12 week recovery process. So there's about 4 to 5 weeks left of the regular season. If Oak Grove can make it to the postseason and Amanda Roller can make an awesome recovery, we might see her. But then again, you don't want to risk re-injury heading into college, as it was announced earlier today that she committed to play basketball with Concordia College. So congratulations to Amanda Roller there, as she'll be a Cobber next year. And she may or may not be on the volleyball court for the Cobbers as well. We'll see what she decides to do with that. Outstanding volleyball player, outstanding basketball player. Spoken with her a few times during some pre-game interviews, and outstanding person as well. So we wish her a speedy recovery, everybody here at the ND Sports Channel. And if she's watching today, then I hope I didn't embarrass you just now. 17-3. 6:11 to go. Catch and shoot 3, a little too strong off the back iron, and chasing down the rebound there is Jordan Berner. Back the other way to the hoop, up and in. Christina Fryer gets the bucket. Jordan Berner with the assist. And once again, that half-court trap is causing problems here for Oak Grove. Kellen Johnson, the 5'9" senior, the only basket so far here for Oak Grove. And I was talking to their statistician, and he said that the Grovers are going to need to hit from outside. And, well, they've hit from outside once so far, and they're going to need a few more of those here if they're going to work their way back into this one. and make things interesting here. 5:34 to go here in the second quarter of play, 19-3. As the inbounds pass will come into the hands of Morgan Miller, the 5'7" junior for the Grovers. Miller will work it around her defender, swing it near wing now to Anderson. Anderson, her pass was nearly taken away there, but it did get into the hands of Johnson. Cross-court pass near wing, Morgan Miller. Miller being guarded there by Christina Fryer. Shot up no good, and pulling down the rebound there was Fryer. Gunderson gets the loose ball, pressured in the backcourt. Over that couple defenders into the hands of Kellen Johnson, who will drive all the way to the hoop and can't get it to going off the glass. Now it's Abby Dukeshire, and well, she was kind of lost her dribble there, and she was going a little bit faster than the basketball was going, but unfortunately for Dukeshire, she was fouled by one of the Oak Grove Grovers, and J.C. Gunderson, the guilty party on that. That's the third team foul here for the Grovers. As the ball will come in, they'll work it into the corner. Three is up, too strong. Matter of fact, I'm trying to remember, I should go to our website. The background of our website is the Kindred Gym here, and I think it was Christina Fryer who was taking that corner three. It was either that or whoever was wearing number 14 last year. It was 12 or 14 in that corner there. And thought about changing the background, but it's just kind of been a staple, and I like it, and I think it works well. So until I come up with a different opinion, Dukeshire gets another bucket there. We'll just keep it as is. I like it. 21-3 now, 4:21 and counting to go here. Ball tipped around, they'll get it over the timeline here, and that will not be anything positive for the Grovers there, as they tried to get it to Sydney Steinhaus, the 5'10" freshman, down low, but that pass just went out of bounds, and not much Steinhaus could do about that one. Casey Berner, number 10, works into the corner. Now they look down low for Taryn Johnson. One dribble off the glass and in. 22-3, and the Kindred Vikings have reached that comfortable lead category, I guess, if that's what you would like to call it. 3:47 to go here, second quarter of play. It's a 20-point lead here as the Grovers just can't get a shot to fall, nor can they get a healthy look at the basket either, to be honest with you, so far in this one. And going all the way the other direction, there's Casey Berner putting in two more, and it's 25-3. And they got a player wide open in the corner here, and they did not pass it to her. That was, I believe, Charlie Lang, number 24 here for Oak Grove, into the lineup. Abby Dukeshire back the other way, and two more. And I guess you could say that both teams aren't really getting the best looks at the basket, but the baskets are falling for the Vikings and not falling for the Grovers here.
Bielum back in for the Grovers.
Caitlin Bielum comes back into the lineup here for the Oak Grove Grovers. Three-pointer up, too strong off the back rim, and Casey Berner pulls down the defensive board. She'll feed it into the hands there, Christina Fryer. Fryer will swing it back over to Berner. There's two Burners on there, Casey 10, Jordan 4. If you can remember that, then so can I, right? 2.5 to go here in the second quarter. Comfortable lead here for the Kindred Vikings. And that is Remy Johnson. And that ball will find its way into the hands there of Kellen Johnson over to J.C. Gunderson. Now back up top to Morgan Miller. Miller will swing it near wing into the hands of Johnson into the corner, and Johnson will get it back. Johnson dribbles up, now switches direction, drives into the lane, and that one will fall in. Nice job there.
Kellen Johnson scoring.
Kellen Johnson has all 5 of the Grover points so far. Timeout on the floor, stops the clock with 2:02 to go in the second quarter of play. We're back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search @NDScores to get the same scores on your mobile device every night. All right, welcome back. Second quarter of play, 1:58 counting to go here. Kindred with the basketball and a comfortable 27-5 lead. All 5 points by the Grovers scored by the 5'9" senior Kellen Johnson. As the Vikings work it around, the nice pass in there by the Vikings, and now an offensive rebound, and she can't get that one to go. That was Maddie O'Lean who took the three, and then she got the ball back off the missed three, drived in, and now they'll kick it outside here. That's Morgan Nymiller driving into the lane and tried the half hook shot and draw contact, and she'll have to get those 2 points the hard way. But when you're down 27-5, the best time to get points is when the clock is stopped. The foul goes on Casey Berner, team foul number 6, excuse me, on the Vikings. Second free throw will drop in. 1 for 2 there. 27-6. Maddie O'Lean will get the ball back. Near wing, work it down low there. It's Heinrich. Heinrich back up top. They'll work it over to the far side. Now back up top into the hands there of Casey Berner. Berner looked inside, ball got poked loose, came right back to Berner. Berner drives in, now pumps it out the outlet pass there to Heinrich. Teeing it up for 3, and that one won't go in out of the hands of Casey Berner, and then the ball gets deflected out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Oak Grove Grovers. 27-6, 57 seconds to go here in the second quarter of play. Checking back into the lineup is Isabella Anderson, number 3 for the Oak Grove Grovers. Up top is Gunderson. Now they'll work it to Anderson here, and she'll dribble in right in front of the free throw line. The shot came a little bit short, so it grazed the front of the net there, and a defensive rebound for the Kindred Vikings. Taryn Johnson, according to my numbers, now has 7 rebounds, 4 and 3. 3 offensive, 4 defensive. Unless I missed one, but and that's certainly possible that I missed one. 27 seconds to go here, second quarter of play, 27-6. Cross court, far side, that's Lexi Foss driving in, can't get it to drop. Back the other way with the rebounds, Kellen Johnson and the Grovers. Shot up won't go, and a whistle will stop the clock with 12 seconds to go here before halftime.
Number 12,
Morgan Nymiller picks up her first personal. That's team foul number 5 on the Grovers. 10 seconds to go here. Shot clock off. The Vikings can hold for the final shot if they so choose to do that. Maddie O'Lean, long 2 at the buzzer, up and in. 29-6 as we head into halftime here. 3 points in the first, 3 points in the second for the Grovers. 12 points in the first for the Kindred Vikings, and the rest of them coming in the second. We will take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have your halftime numbers and much more in a few minutes here on the ND Sports Channel. Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
The ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Stars Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search at ND Scores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. All right, welcome back. 29-6 here at halftime here as we'll go over the halftime numbers and let you enjoy the remainder of the halftime entertainment here at Kindred High School. As much as I want to air this live as is, I have to talk occasionally in order to prevent a copyright strike on our YouTube due to the copyrighted music being played. Wish it wasn't that way, but some people are so picky, you know, so. It was 12-3 at the end of the first quarter in favor of the Kindred Vikings. Abby Dukeshire it would take a little over a minute for either team to score. And then once Abby Dukeshire scored that first bucket of the game, Kindred, it was lights out for the Vikings as they would go on to, let's see here, 2, 4, 6, 8. I believe they're up 8-0 before Kellen Johnson. No, check that. I'm not sure. I should have written it down, but so I'm not going to go into that since I'm not sure. But it would be a while before Kellen Johnson would score the three-pointer to get Oak Grove on the board, and then she would score another bucket in the second quarter to give the Grovers 5 points, and then J.C. Gunderson 1 of 2 from the free throw line for herself and for her team, 1 of 2, or 50% in that first half of play. Let's see here. For the Kindred Vikings, now we can turn this up a little bit. For the Kindred Vikings, Abby Dukeshire leading the way right now with 10 points, scored 6 of the 10 in the first quarter of play. Casey Berner had a bucket in the second quarter for 2 points. Christina Fryer, 7 points, including a bucket in the first, then 2 buckets in the second, one of those being a three-point play opportunity that she converted on. She's 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Maddie O'Lean with a bucket. Michaela Heinrich with 2 buckets, or no, 1 bucket, excuse me, a total of 2 points through 2 quarters of play. And then Taryn Johnson with 6 points, scored 2 of those in the first, the other 4 in the second quarter. Kindred 1 of 1 from the free throw line. That only attempt came in the second quarter, making them 1 of 1 in the game for 100%. And once again, our halftime score is the Kindred Vikings 29, the Oak Grove Grovers 6. Vikings outscored the Grovers 12-3 in the first quarter. They outscored them 17-3 in the second quarter to bring us to our halftime score of 29-6. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of the third quarter of play. So, with that said, we will go ahead and take a break here in just a moment. First, we want to make an adjustment here really quick. All right, we'll be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel. The ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Stars Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had 0 broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. there to Johnson. Can't get that one to go. 31-6 in favor of the Kindred Vikings here as Abby Ducher will bring it up over the timeline. Now Ducher on the near wing, tries down to the baseline, and one.
Ducher scores the goal line.
She'll go to the free throw line to try and get one more. That bucket gives her 12. We'll see if she can get to 13.
Number 5, Caitlin Biella for second.
Caitlin Biella moves up for second. Team foul number 1 of the second half, and the free throw is up and in from Abby Ducher.
Ducher completes the 3-point play. Second foul number 4, Jordan Berner for second.
So each team has one team foul now here in the second half, and that one is nearly stolen away by Ducher, and she'll get it into the hands there of Fryer. Fryer to Heinrich. Heinrich off the bench.
Heinrich scoring, assist goes to Fryer.
36-6. We'll have a running clock here at the start of the fourth quarter, barring a comeback here from Oak Grove. Trapped in the corner there, and a nice job as Anderson bounced it off the left shoe of Abby Ducher to maintain possession of the basketball for Oak Grove. Then Anderson fell down, and Ducher offered her hand to help her get back up. Nice show of sportsmanship there from Abby Ducher. Catch and shoot 3. That one should have went in, I guess you could probably say, but it didn't. Ducher gets the pass there from, it was from Fryer. Did it go in?
Johnson scoring, assist to Fryer.
38-6. And another steal, this time by Jordan Berner. Berner will lose the ball, and incredible steal there to Morgan Nyman. And that'll be a go off the foot there. I'm surprised they didn't call a kick, and Abby Ducher will get the basketball and toss it over the timeline into the hands of Heinrich. Heinrich feeds it far wing. That is, can't see who that was, but they get it to Ducher. Ducher drives into the lane.
Ducher on the drive. Steinhaus back in the game.
To go here. Free throw line jumper up. A little off the mark to the right side of the rim. And that'll be over and back.
Lang back in the game.
Gain control of that pass. Oak Grove's junior varsity team is held scoreless in the second quarter of play. Right now, the Grovers have got to score here in the third quarter. The varsity. And it still remains scoreless as Ducher pulls down another defensive rebound. Quickly down. Jordan Berner lost it. Stolen away there by Kellen Johnson. Johnson brings it back all the way. Cannot get the layup to go in. Rebound pulled down there by Heinrich. She'll get it to Ducher in the backcourt. So I turn myself up a little bit so I can actually hear me, and maybe you can hear me now as well. Apologize if we're having issues like that. Ducher feeds it up top there for Fryer. Fryer, 7 on the shot clock. Taryn Johnson underneath gets it up and in. Grovers won that game against Dickinson Trinity, and since that game, they have not won yet, and they're struggling in this one as well. As Abby Dukeshire comes in, lays it in off the glass, makes it look easy. 2, 4, 6, 7 in the third for a total of 17 on the evening so far. A 44-6 lead. Three-pointer up, too strong, right into the hands of Dukeshire. I have Dukeshire for a total of 7 rebounds. And check that, 8 rebounds, 5 on the defensive board, 3 on the offensive board. Shot is up, that one's in, and the Grovers get a bucket in here out of the hands of Kellen Johnson. Johnson has 7 of the Grovers' 8 points. 2:47 and counting to go here in the third quarter of play. And here's another turnover and another opportunity for Oak Grove. They'll make their way to the basket, can't get it to go, and another defensive rebound for Abby Dukeshire. Dukeshire gets it down to Heinrich. Heinrich looks down low there for Taryn Johnson, but it got tipped away. Grovers pick it up in the corner, and then I can't see who it was. It was Kellen Johnson, and she tried to bounce it off the foot of Heinrich out of bounds, but unsuccessful. And the Kindred Vikings would get the ball. No, she must have done it successfully. It appeared as if the Vikings are going to make that inbounds pass, but I guess I was right on the initial call there. 44-8, 2:22 and counting to go here in the third quarter of play. And just see that this team is missing. Feels like there's a hole that they can't seem to fill. So I've seen the Grovers play a couple other times this year, and well, they were much better than this. Dukeshire, the 3 from the top of the key off the front of the rim won't go. And the rebound comes down to Kellen Johnson. Baseline jumper up and in. Beautiful shot there. Off the hands of Miller. That's her first bucket of the game. 44-10 with a minute 40 to go there. So an 8-foot jumper off the baseline, swish, nothing but net. Dukeshire comes back and gets a swish of her own. 46-10 as Burner will get the assist on that basket there to Dukeshire. Minute 21 to go. And another turnover, and the Vikings will get it up into the hands there of Jordan Burner. And Burner lays it in off the glass. Kindred will take a timeout, so will we. Back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel. It's 48-10. Vikings over the Grovers. High school basketball here on the ND Sports Channel. Minute 11 to go.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. Oak Grove has the ball, trailing by 38 points, 48-10. That one just won't roll in and out. You know, it's been kind of 50-50. They've had a lot of shots that should have dropped in that haven't, and then they've had a bunch of other shots that just weren't very good looks at the basket. And between those two factors here, just see there's no gas in the tank here for Oak Grove. But they're still playing hard. That's one thing I can say about the Grovers here, is they'll put up another 3, and that one will bounce off the rim, and offensive rebound turns into a traveling call, and I tell you, just nothing's going right for Oak Grove here this time around. And Bounce pass into the corner. That's Lacey Reese, I believe. Let me look at the roster. I got it. I nailed it. Reese will put it into the hands of Casey Berner. Then that ball will go out of bounds. So let's see here. Maddie O'Lean, Olivia Abraham, Lacey Reese. So it's Kindred's JV team. Pretty much, I don't see any varsity players out there right now for the Kindred Vikings. And that shot at the buzzer brings us to the end of the third. Grovers get 4 in that third quarter, pull themselves up to the 10 mark, and Kindred Vikings get plenty of their own in that third quarter. We'll take a break, come back with the final frame. Running clock in effect when we come back after this here on the ND Sports Channel. Quality Home Restorations is Fargo-Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. All right, welcome back here as we start the fourth quarter of play. The score 48-10 in favor of the Kindred Vikings. Running clock will be in effect. It'll stop for injuries and timeouts. And I believe the rule is that it's supposed to stop for free throws as well, but it did not stop in the junior varsity game for free throws. So we'll wait and see when the first free throw opportunity comes up for either of these teams. Shot from the near wing and just inside the three-point line out of the hands of Maddie O'Lean won't go. Now the Grovers, nice move to the basket and can't get it to drop, and that's been the story of the night here for the Oak Grove Grovers. 7:07 to go. That's been about half of the story, let's put it that way. And that ball's tipped around and comes back into the hands. Isabel Anderson will get credit for the steal for Oak Grove, and they'll feed it into the corner there for Kellen Johnson. Johnson leading the way with 7 points for the Grovers, and she'll go to the free throw line to try and make it 8 and possibly 9. So they will indeed stop the clock for the free throws.
Number 14, Madeline Johnson to the line.
Maddie O'Lean picks up her first, team's third in the second half. Free throws up and in by Kellen Johnson. She has 8 points now, and the Grovers are at 11, 48-11, 6:49 to go. Running clock with the exception of timeouts, injuries, and free throws. And Johnson's second free throw is up and in. So, nice job there by Kellen Johnson, 48-12, 6:45 to go on a steal. I think back the other way, that is Morgan Nymiller who can't quite get it to go in. Rebound comes down to Lexi Foss on the defensive board. 6:35 and counting to go as the running clock continues to run. As we have officially reached the 1 hour mark of our broadcast, as of the moment I said the word hour.
Lang back in the game.
Charlie Lang checking into the lineup here for Oak Grove, as is Sydney Steinhaus. Lang, a 5'7" freshman, Steinhaus, a 5'10" freshman for the Oak Grove Grovers. Inbounds pass comes to Casey Berner, and they'll work it into the corner there. That is Olivia Abraham. Abraham feeds it up to Berner. Berner back over into the corner there, intended for Maddie O'Lean, goes out of bounds, turnover. And the ball will go back to the Oak Grove Grovers. 48-12, 5:43 and to go. The Grovers scored 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 4 in the third, and 2 so far here in the fourth. Grovers playing against the Kindred Junior Varsity team here in the fourth quarter and for the final 2 to 3 minutes of the second quarter. And there's a steal by Maddie Oline, and she'll take it down the other end and put it up and in. Oline has 4 points now. Give her the steal, put 2 more on the board for the Kindred Vikings, and it's 50-12. Oak Grove with the basketball. Morgan Nymiller, more specifically, now feeds it in there to Kellen Johnson. Johnson runs into a double team, puts up a shot, draws contact, and will step up to the free throw line. That will stop the running clock with 4:59 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Olivia Abraham picks up her first. That's team foul number 3, I think. I had him for 4. Scoreboard in the gym has him for 3, so we'll go with 3. And Johnson makes both of them. She's 4-4 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter of play. And there's another steal. Morgan Nymiller trying to come back the other way, and she can't get it to drop, but she draws contact. And that'll stop the running clock with 4:43 to go here in the fourth quarter. And stepping up to the free throw line for the first time tonight is Morgan Nymiller, who has 2 points in the game so far. Well, if the Oak Grove Grovers had another 3 quarters to play after this one, they might have a chance. They might have had a chance to get back into this one. They started to produce a little bit of offense here, scoring points at the free throw line, and they look like the team that I've seen a couple other times this season here, about midway through the fourth quarter. And there's another steal. And the shot was blocked. Isabel Anderson got blocked by Casey Berner. Back the other way, the shot is up and in. Maddie O'Dean. 52, let's see here. Yeah, 52-16. Unless, I thought they had 52 before that basket, but maybe they didn't. Scoreboard in the gym shows 52-16. I'm wondering if it's not supposed to be 54-14. Let's see here. They had 10 at the third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's correct. They do have 16. It was just my mental error, I guess. And now we'll have a whistle and say, hey, you have to allow those substitutions before you inbound it. 3:37 and counting as the running clock goes into effect, and the 5-foot freshman Sammy Vanette checks into the lineup for the Oak Grove Grovers. Trying to drive baseline, shot is blocked by Sydney Steinhaus, the 5'10 freshman, and I'll give the ball back to Oak Grove. 52-16, 3:14, 3:13 and counting, and a traveling call. Isabel Berner kind of gives a look to the official, and then on a delayed motion with her arm gives the ball to the referee. I don't think she agreed with that call. And well, I looked down at my stat book to record the steal, and to add up the points, and I missed that one. So there's a bucket. Kellen Johnson with 9 points. Check that. 9 plus 4 free throws, so 13 points now, and it's 52-18. That one, in and out, and traveling will be the call.
Lang checks back in.
Three-pointer up and in out of the hands of Morgan Nymiller. 52-21. Oak Grove starting to build that scoreboard column up a little bit. Lacey Reese lost the ball, travel, or double dribble. I don't know, the ref's back was turned to me, and I couldn't see how he motioned his hands. It was either travel or double dribble, one of the two. 90 seconds to go in the ball game here, 52-21. It's been Kindred's JV team here in the fourth quarter of play, getting some varsity action time.
Into the Vikings, number 24, Georgia Sunram. On number 33, Josie Lundquist.
Josie Lundquist and Jordan Sunram check into the lineup. Sunram, excuse me, check into the lineup for the Kindred Vikings. And that is Sunram, and now Reese has it. Up top now into the hands of Lundquist. He'll push it into the corner. Sunram for three. No, that one won't go in. Loose ball picked up by Isabel Anderson. She'll get credit for the rebound there. And then the pass up court intended for Sammy Vinay will be about 5'1" in the air, and Vinay only stands 5'0", so that one will go out of bounds. And Kindred will have 30 seconds here with no shot clock. If they want to dribble this one out and hold for the final shot, they can. Or they can play it out and see what happens. 52-21. Get out to Reese, up top now, Lundquist. Now over there, that is Olivia Abraham. Back to Lundquist. Now Reese, 7 seconds to go. They can dribble this one out if they wish. Sunram will hold on to the ball, and that'll be your final score. Your final, Kindred 52 and the Oak Grove Grovers 21. Grovers win quarter 4 by the score of 11-4. And we'll add up some numbers and come back with your post-game show in just a moment here on the ND Sports Channel. Quality Home Restorations is Fargo-Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
The ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Stars Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website, ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search at ND Scores to get the same scores on your mobile device every night. In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. All right, welcome back to your post-game show. Kindred High School by the score of 52-21. It was 12-3 at the end of the first quarter. Kindred outscored Oak Grove 17-8. Second quarter, still a halftime score of 29-6, and then they would outscore the Grovers 19-4 in the third quarter to bring us to our third quarter score of 48-10. And the Grovers would face the Kindred JV team in the fourth quarter and defeat them 11-4, but fall short 52-21, your final score. Individual numbers here for the Kindred Vikings. Alexi Foss played, had a defensive rebound. Jordan Berner played, had 2 points, 2 boards, a steal, a couple of assists, 2 personal fouls. That bucket came in the third quarter of play. Abby Dukeshire, the 6-foot freshman, ended the night with 19 points. Perfect from the free throw line, 1 of 1. Scored 6 in the first, 4 in the second, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 in the third. Casey Berner with 2 points back in the second quarter. Christina Fryer with 9 points, including 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Scored 2 in the first, 5 in the second, 2 in the third. Maddie Oline, 6 points, 2 in the second, 4 in the fourth quarter. Michaela Heinrich with 4 points, a bucket in the first, a bucket in the third. Olivia Abraham played, did not score any points. Taryn Johnson into double digits with 10. She had 2 in the first, 4 in the second, and 4 in the third quarter. And that wraps up your individual numbers here for the Kindred Vikings. The Vikings were 2 of 2 from the free throw line for 100%. 1 attempt in the second quarter and 1 attempt in the third quarter. And that wraps up your team numbers here for the Kindred Vikings. For the Oak Grove Grovers, they had, let's see here, J.C. Gunderson with 1 point, including 1 of 2 from the free throw line back in the second quarter of play. Kellen Johnson led the way with 13 points and a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line, with all 4 of those attempts coming in the fourth quarter of play. And then Morgan Nymiller with 7 points and also perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw line. The Grovers were 6 of 6, 100% in that fourth quarter of play, making them 7 of 8. And if I can do the mental math on that really quick here, that would be, let me think here, approximately 87% overall in the game from the free throw line for the Oak Grove Grovers. And that wraps up your, they were 1 of 2 in the second quarter, 6 of 6 in the fourth quarter for 7 of 8 or 87% from the free throw line for the Oak Grove Grovers. We'll update, we'll take another timeout. When we come back, we'll select your player of the game, take a look at what these two teams have coming up next, and wrap up your post-game show from Kindred High School here on the ND Sports Channel right after this short timeout here on the ND Sports Channel. Your final score, once again, 52-21. Kindred defeats Oak Grove. Back with your final segment of the postgame show after this. Quality Home Restorations is Fargo-Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
The ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Stars Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search at ND Scores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. All right, welcome back to the final segment of the post-game show here on the ND Sports Channel. Kindred Vikings pick up a Region 1 win over the Oak Grove. That score is 21. Score and take a look side by side as of the conclusion of this game. The Oak Grove Grovers fall 6-5 overall in the year, and 2-2 in Region 1 play, and they fall to 3-3 on the road. They have now lost 2 in a row. They still have outscored their opponents 543 to 526, but their average dropped to 49 points a game scored to 47 points, and their average for points allowed went up to 47. For the Kindred Vikings, they improved to 9-2 on the year, undefeated at 8-0 against Region 1 opponents, and then they have the 5-1 home record now. They've won 3 in a row. They've scored 658 on the year, an average of 59 per game, which is up from 57 points a game in the pregame show, and they've allowed 399, which brings their average of points allowed down to 36. I believe it was at 39 before. I can't recall, but I know it was a little bit higher than 36 in the pregame show. Coming up next for these two teams here, with the loss, the Oak Grove Grovers test won't get much easier for them, as they'll have the Richland Colts on the 14th, which is this coming Monday. That'll be a home game, and then they'll have a home game against the Milner North Sargent Bulldogs. Then they'll head down south to take on the Hankinson Pirates, come back home against Sanderlin Eagles, head up north to take on the Jaguars, and then that'll wrap up the month of January. They'll kick off February against the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy Comets. That's a 7 o'clock game on February 1st. And then they'll have Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds down in, I want to say Wyndmere, but it might be Lidgerwood. I'm not sure. They switch every year, and I've lost track of which location they're at this year. But they'll play one of those two cities, Wyndmere or Lidgerwood, against the Warbirds on February 4th. And then a home game against Maple Valley for their final home game of the year, which will be senior night, I believe, anyway. And then they'll wrap up the regular season on February 11th against the Sargent Central Cadets. For the Kindred Vikings, with the win, they will have, let's see here, next up will be the Thompson Tommies here at home on the 12th of January, followed by another home game against the Lemoore Litchfield Marion. Not sure at the time of the day. I couldn't find a time of day for that particular game, so I just put to be announced in there. And then on the 22nd, they'll head down to Milner, take on the Bulldogs, come back home on the 25th against Hankinson, and then wrap up the month of January in Enderlin against the Enderlin Eagles. That should be a good one. And then they'll kick off February against the Mayport CG Patriots here at home. They'll head over to Barnesville, Minnesota on February 9th to take on the Trojans, and then they'll head over to Maple Valley to wrap up the regular season against the Raiders in Tower City on February 11th. Time now to select a player of the game, as it appears that I'm the last person in the gym. And we'll go ahead and get into that. It's going to be Abby Dukeshire, the freshman. She had to have 19 points. Didn't have any threes, which is something that I think that's the first time in my coverage of Kindred games where Abby Dukeshire didn't have at least one three-pointer. She was perfect from the free throw line. No fouls, 9 rebounds, 3 offensive and 6 defensive for the freshman Abby Dukeshire, who is our player of the game. Once again, your final score, 52-21. We'll be back on the air on, let's see here, today is Tuesday, so we'll be back on the air. No, today's Thursday. We'll be on the air tomorrow. Double header from Fargo South High School, as the girls will play first at 5:45, followed by the boys at approximately 7:30. The Fargo South Bruins will host the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. We'll have both of those games for you here on the ND Sports Channel live from Fargo South High School tomorrow, starting at 5:45 with the girls game, the boys to follow at 7:30. Your final score, once again, Kindred Vikings 52, Oak Grove Grovers 21. That'll wrap things up here from Kindred High School. Until tomorrow, have a safe evening, and if you're traveling back home to Fargo, have a safe trip home, and thanks for those who tuned in tonight from Fargo, and for those who wanted to stay cozy in their home here in the Kindred area, thanks for tuning in. Certainly appreciate that. Looking forward to another game here in the future, and you can check our website for our upcoming schedule. Just click on game schedule there on the homepage at ndsportschannel.com, and don't forget, within a few hours after the conclusion of our broadcast, which is coming up here in a moment, these games will be available for 24/7 replay on our website under the game rewind button. Click on girls basketball, and that's where you will find it. Both these games will be there in a few hours on our website at ndsportschannel.com. Your final score, one more time, Kindred 52, Oak Grove 21. That wraps it up. Have a good night. We'll talk to you tomorrow from Fargo South High School.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the ND Sports Channel. Did you miss any of the game? Check out Game Rewind on our website at ndsportschannel.com.